Hello and welcome to Tuesday's video. My name is Gail Moffat and I share my communications as I'm doing them with God, and He is always eager to basically enlighten us to aspects of His world, what He's got planned for us and all sorts of things. So it's all very, very interesting. So anyway, let's get, don't forget to subscribe. I always forget to say that. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell and comment and like, and because it really does help with those Google algorithms. Anyway, let's go to God and see what He has to say. God is here, and He says that He's excited because He says that He's been speaking about it for some time, and He wants to share with all of us that what He has planned for Gail moving forward in her life. As you all know, she is going to be spending some time in Pakistan, but there's going to be more to this trip than meets the eye. And He says that He has planned for her to meet people that will enable her to be able to move freely across the country to meet with other people, and again in turn will help her in her connections to other countries. Because what He has planned for Gail is that she is to do lots of travelling and to be able to meet lots of people and explain what He's saying, explain what He has in store for our world. But some of the people that she's going to meet are, He's saying that He's not looking at people sort of on the street, so to speak. He's looking at people that are established within the society and that are able to help implement some of the requests that I will be giving to them via Gail. He says that his aim is to change the world and change the world for the better. He wants to give people freedom. He wants to help people be able to do whatever they want to do. He wants to create a scenario where people do not have to worry about their health, for instance with clean water. He wants to be able to have create alliances with different countries, and that these countries would be able to work more freely in the world. He wants the world to look at things more globally rather than just nationally. He wants people to understand that we are all part of one race, and that is the human race. And the human race needs to interact and work with each other more freely. And they need to see each other as brothers and sisters. They need to see each other that they are the same as them, regardless of what they look like or where they come from or what society they are entrenched in. It doesn't matter, because ultimately we are all human. He's saying that he feels that once a lot of this work has been carried out, he's hoping that the influence that's going to come about from this will be like a ripple effect, that it will take hold in people's minds, that people will be able to see very clearly that there is an only one way to be, only one way to be loving, to be supportive and kind to each other, regardless of where you come from, regardless of who you align yourself with, regardless of which country you're in, regardless of what ethnicity you are. It doesn't matter. We're all part of the one soul human race, and we need to recognize that and be at one with each other, love one another and see each other as brothers and sisters and people to be loved. He's thanking you for listening, and he says that he has been, once he's got sort of done a lot of this work, he's going to be making a shift in his work once he's done all of this. And that shift will be about establishing the church and the charity, and be able to bring people in a sort of community together and unify the religions and unify the way that we not only live with each other in harmony, but also our spiritual lives will be together in harmony. And he feels that this is an important facet of his work with the world, because he doesn't want to diminish or in any way a religion. He just wants people to open their eyes and see that what he is asking of mankind and how he wishes mankind to be. He says that he has a great deal of love for mankind, and he's always going to be there, always going to care for mankind, and never ever let mankind down. He's excited, very excited about the future, and he's been waiting for this time for so long, and he feels that it is so close, it's like he can almost feel it. And I'm getting that song that's coming in my mind, and I quite often work with songs come across me, and it's like love is in the air, and everywhere you go, everywhere you are, and so love is in the air. Don't forget that love is in the air. It's only about whether we grasp it, whether we interact with it, whether we are part of this loving new way of living. So thank you for listening, and let's go to God. And he's saying he wants to pray, and let's go to God with his prayer. It is my greatest wish that when mankind realise that I am speaking through Gail, that they understand that I have one wish for mankind. And that wish is that we care for each other and love one another. But in that wish, I feel that it is important to register in the minds of many that people are able to be free in the world, that they can do as they please, because I have always wanted man to have free will. But I ask of man that in that free will, they always look to do what is right for each other, to help one another. And so we come together in a unity of life. And that unity of life will not only be in the minds and in our actions, but also in our spiritual life. I have great hopes for mankind, and I thank Gail for all the work that she does. And so, thank you for listening to these words. It's a tall order, isn't it? However, it's not impossible. If people realise what God is asking of them, hear what he is saying, and understand that if we can be loving to each other, then they will gain so much from it. Because I feel that when we are loving to each other, it enhances who we are, because we're in the light. And when we're in the light, we're closer to God. When we're closer to God, that's good. It doesn't get much better than that. It really doesn't. So, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday, I think. I think I introduced this video as Tuesday's video, but I think it's Thursday, so I do apologise for that. See you on Sunday. Okay, bye-bye.